set to do battle here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New York Giants.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Once again, it's Jeanty.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Will be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Up the middle, it's Jeanty.
He's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Pass complete right side to Bowers.
Touchdown Raiders.
Brock Bowers
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be third down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And look at this, he's going to keep it, and he's not going to get to the marker, and that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. 3.5 to go, first quarter. On first down, it's Genty. And off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Genty, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Giants. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one makes it 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll run straight ahead with Genty. He's still barreling through. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them
like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part. He's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the give, Jeanty. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And a tackle there by Micah McFadden. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They'll go again with Jeanty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And they'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
19.
2nd and 6. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down.
70.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 70 Lions. Viking 18.
Give running right is Mitchell. He'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. You look at this Raiders defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Okay, break.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Past the 60. Past the 60.
From the gun on third down, Hughes. That is caught. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards on the play.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
There's a short one caught by Johnson. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it second down. The Giants at 4-5, a game under 500. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game.
That is going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
135 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down and 3. On the give, Jeanty. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
A run out of the gun with Jeanty. Down to about the 45.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now. Off the play fake, it's Williams. They'll get this out to Jeanty. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun, here's Williams. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty on his his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready? 18, Viking 18.
Operating from the gun, Hughes. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another Giants first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on
19,
first down.
19, here we go. Cougar 19.
Operating from the gun, Hughes. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Mitchell will score. Touchdown, New York. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch. Over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Here's Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Genty. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 160 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
To throw, Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one, and here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Bronco 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10
7
at
Pirates,
the 24-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Ready, ready.
Operating from the gun, Hughes. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
70.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Looking to put a drive together. Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19.
Operating from the gun. Hughes. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be fourth down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
60 Eagles, 60 Mustang 19. Let's go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. Fourth and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on fourth down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set.
They run over center with Mitchell. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Harrison Davis to kick off.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
There he goes again. And down to the 19-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 47 yards on the ground. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Play action. Now Williams. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, here's Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A run. It's Genty. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Working out of the gun, Williams. He'll try and do this himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Robinson is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Williams. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time, unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Come on.
They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, exactly right. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. 66 yards. And the Giants get a bit closer. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, and they'll accept that penalty.
back off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Ginty. And able to use a stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll try to run for it with Ginty. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
It's a gain of 20. And the Raiders first down.
Robinson on a give right side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. To the air, Williams. Here's a screen for Robinson. Down the left sideline. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brian Robinson Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
70 Timberwolves.
2nd and 1. This is caught by Robinson. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
70 Lions.
Looking to throw. Hughes. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards. That's another Giants first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41.
18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Hughes. That one taken in by Neighbors. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll audible to something else.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
Ready, check.
Here's 2nd and 10.
At the Raiders'
18, find it,
14-yard
ready.
line.
Looking to throw. Hughes. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
19 Lions.
To throw is Hughes. Operating from the gun. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Giants 35.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game near the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
At the 40-yard line.
19, 18.
Once again, it's Genty. Shrugs him off. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They know they get the time.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. A give out of the gun to Genty. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Looking to throw is Williams. And he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Throwing is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers taking it in. And the Raiders Steelers look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way the opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 10.
Ready? Ready?
Back to throw. Hughes.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
2nd and a couple.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18 Cup Warriors. 70.
Back to throw again. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hawk 7.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Again, it's Johnson.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Haynes team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Now he's going to step up, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback that's a nice bonus.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Raiders, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it was